is Tara, and I've got Geno in the studio with me. We're ready to talk movies. Hi, Geno.
Hi, how's it going?
Doing good, and I know that a lot of couples might be looking forward to spending some romantic time this weekend because of the fact that Valentine's Day is coming up on Tuesday. And so we thought we'd talk a little bit about romantic movies, love stories, etc., especially if there's people out there who might want to go and rent a DVD and, have a nice evening on the couch with their loved ones. So this will be great for those.
Yeah, it is the season, as they say.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to start. We're going to both do our top three in terms of, love stories or romantic movies. And I'm going to go all cliche right out the gate and say The Notebook. The Notebook is by far, to me, one of the most romantic movies ever made.
The Notebook, I love The Notebook. I own The Notebook. The Notebook was Nicholas Sparks before he turned into Nicholas Sparks. So I have no problem with The Notebook. So, like I said, it's one that I really enjoy, and then he went downhill from there.
That's right. Well, if you haven't seen it, you're one of the very few people walking the planet who hasn't. It's a definite must-see. Go rent it ASAP. All right. How about you?
My number 3 is 50 Shades of Grey. No, I'm kidding. No, my number 3 is The Wedding Singer.
Oh.
This, and just as I said about Nicholas Sparks, this was Adam Sandler right before he turned into quote-unquote Adam Sandler. What I love about this movie, since, I was a kid in the 80s, it was all the 80s humor where they kind of made fun of it. Of course, they knew what it turned into, so they knew what to make fun of. And also, even in their bad movies, Sandler and Drew Barrymore, for some reason, always make a good couple. And they just seem like they fit well together and they work well together. And this is the best one they did. So, yeah, my number 3, The Wedding Singer.
All right. I think that's a good one. Very, very good movie. All right. If I'm going to say my number 2, it would be Say Anything with John Cusack. I love this movie. We all, of course, think of the scene where he's holding the, the boombox above his head, playing Peter Gabriel's In Your Eyes. And that scene, okay. But the movie altogether, I thought, was very witty, well written, and fun. I enjoyed John's character so much, and I don't know, he was the kind of guy that I thought any girl could fall in love with.
Yeah, it does kind of get cliched into that one scene, doesn't it?
Yep.
That's what you see of everything. But yeah, it's a decent movie. My number 2 is called About Time, starring Donald Gleason and Rachel McAdams. I like this movie because, unlike a lot of movies, this movie is smart with time travel. The main character finds out when he's 21 that he can travel through time. He can't change history, but he can change small moments in his life to make things better or whatever he wants to try to do. But I love the fact that there are real consequences to his time travel. There's a scene, and I won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but he goes back to change something, and it changes something so drastically he has to go back and put it the way it was. And he has to kind of pick the lesser of two evils, and it was really heartbreaking of a scene. And I like the fact that it's not just a love story, but it's also about family and stuff, because you find out some things about one of his family members, and he has to learn to live with that and everything else. So yeah, it's about family and about love and great time travel. I picked it for my most romantic movie that year.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to have to see that one then, because it is one I have not seen. So I'm going to make it a priority to rent it this weekend.
It's not real cliche, but but no, it's a fantastic. I'm real picky with love stories, and this one blew me away.
Fantastic. All right. So I would say my number 1 favorite is When Harry Met Sally. And I don't know if it's because of where, the time I was in when I saw the movie, but I still to this day can watch it. I can recite the lines. I find it hilarious. I laugh out loud. I love Billy Crystal. I love Billy Crystal.
No, he's awesome.
And so this to me was him at his best. And of course, Meg Ryan's not bad either. So they were a great duo for this movie. And if you love to laugh, but you love a good romance story, this is definitely going to be one for you.
You don't recite the one lines in the middle of a restaurant, do you?
No, not that one.
It's funny you mentioned Billy Crystal, because even though it's a small role, he's in my movie too.
All right.
My number 1 has a little something for everybody: fencing, fighting, torture, revenge, giants, monsters, chases, escapes, true love, and miracles. Of course, I'm talking about The Princess Bride.
And marriage.
And marriage. What's great about this movie is mainly for the characters. I am a very character-driven critic. I love great characters in a movie. My favorite pro wrestler of all time, Andre the Giant's in this.
Yes.
Mandy Patinkin, one of my favorite characters of all time is Inigo Montoya, and one of my favorite scenes of all time is, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
It's so good.
Wallace Shawn, Inconceivable. This is the love story for dudes, and I love the fact that that's what the movie's about. It's the grandpa reading his grandson the story, and the kid's like, "I don't want to hear about kissing."
Right.
And at the end, he's like, he warms up to the whole
Yes,
thing, and I
yeah.
like that. And that's just it. If guys don't want to go see that, they don't want to see the romance story, but it's got stuff in there for them too.
Absolutely.
And it just all works together well. It's still funny to this day.
Yes.
Great characters. I'm still sad they didn't make the sequel, which they were actually talking about making about their kid.
Wow.
I was a little sad that didn't happen, but it shouldn't happen now. It's a little late. But yeah, The Princess Bride will always and forever be my favorite romance story of all time.
Such a good movie for sure. And one great because you can watch it with the kids too.
Yeah.
It's not completely inappropriate for children.
There is a little language. You got to watch that. You'll get a look from your kid. What does that word mean? Just don't repeat it, son.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still fairly clean.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun and funny. There's something, like I said, something for everybody. And yeah, it's one that will never be surpassed for me.
Yeah. All right, Geno, good picks for sure. And hopefully people will have a fantastic Valentine's Day now that they know what to go out and rent. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Be sure to check out Geno's YouTube page. Just search for The Real Geno on YouTube. That's ReelGeno.